Hi, Robert. Isaac Asimov. Donovan said, well, we accomplished a lot that time. There was a real sharp dialogue all the way through. Listen, Dave and the imbecile finger are both holding out on us. There's too much we don't know and don't remember. You got to stop testing them, Greg. Powell brushed his mustache the wrong way. So help me, Mike. Another full remark out of you, and I'll take away your rattle and teasing ring. All right, you are the genius of the team. I'm just a poor sucker. Where do you stand? Right behind the 8 ball. I tried to walk it backward through the finger and couldn't, so we've got to walk it forward. A great man, marveled Donovan. How simple then make it. Now insulate that into English, master. Translating it into baby talk would shoot you bad. I mean that you've got to find out what order it is that Dave gives just before everything goes black. It would be the key to the business. And how do you expect to do that? You can't get close to him because nothing will go wrong as long as you are there. You can't catch the orders by radio because they are transmitted via this positronic field. That eliminates the close range and the long range method, leaving us a neat cozy zero. By direct observation, yes, there's still deduction. Huh. You are going to shift, Mike. Powell smiled grimly, and you are not taking our eyes off the busy plate. You are going to watch every section of those steel headway. When they go off into their act, you are going to see what happened immediately before, and you are going to deduce the water. Donovan opened his mouth and left it that way for a full minute. Then instead, in strangled tone, I resign, I quit. You have 10 days to think of something better, said Powell nearly. Which for 8 days, Donovan tried mightily to do. For 8 days, one alternate 4-hour shift, he watched with waking and glary eyes those glinty metallic forms moved against the vague background. And for 8 days, in the 4 hour in between, he cursed the United States robot and the DV model and the day he was born. And then on the 80 days, the Pavel entered with a itching head and sleepy eyes for his shift. Donovan stopped and with very careful and deliberate aim launched a heavy book and for the exact center of the blade. There was a very appropriate splintering noise. Pavel gasped. What did you do for that for? Because, said Donovan almost calmly, I'm not watching it anymore. You've got 2 days left, and you haven't found out a thing. Did we far with your Luigi Rose? He's stopped 5 times since I've seen watching, and there are times on your shift, and I can't make out what orders he gave and what you couldn't make it out. And I don't believe you could ever make it out, because I know I couldn't ever. Jumping space, how can you watch 6 robots at the same time? One makes with the hands, and one is the feet, and one like a windmill, and another is jumping up and down like a maniac. And the other two, devil knows that they are doing, and they all stop. So, Greg, you are not doing it right. We got to get up close. You've got to watch what they are doing from where we can see the details. Howell broke a bitter silence. Yeah, and wait for something to go wrong with only 2 days to go. Is it any better watching from here? It's more comfortable? But there's something you can do there, then you can't do here. What's that? You can hear them stop, and whatever time you choose, and while you are prepared and watching to see what's going wrong. Pavel startled into alternates. How's that? Well, fingers out yourself. You are the brain, you say. Ask yourself some question. When does DB5 go out of whack? What did the fingers say he did? When a cave-in threatened or actual occurred, when deliberately measured explosive were being laid down, when a difficult steam was hit. In other words, during emergencies. I was excited. Right. When did you expect it to happen? It's the personal initiative factor that's giving us the trouble. When it's just during emergency, in the absence of a human, being the personal initiative is most strained. Now, what was the logical deduction? How can he create a one stoppage and wherever we wanted? He focused triumphantly. He was beginning to enjoy his role and answered his own question to forestall the obvious answer to the Pavel tongue by creating our own emergency. Pavel said, Mike, you are right. Thanks, Paul. I knew I'd do it someday. All right. And skip the discussion. We'll save it for us and preserve it just for future long, cold winters. Meanwhile, what emergency can we create? It could close the mines if this weren't an airless asteroid. Which is, no doubt, and Pavel. Really, Mike, will incapacitate me with the raptor? What about a mild cabin? Donovan pursed his lips and said, Okay, by me. Good, let's get started. Pavel felt uncommonly like a conspirator as he would his way over the craggy landscape. His self-gravity walk tedious across the broken ground, kicking rocks to right and left under his weight, noiseless puffs of grey dust. Mentally, though, it was the cautious crawl of the plotter. He said, Do you know where they are? I think so, Greg. All right, Powell said gloomily, but if any finger gets without 20 feet of us, we'll be censored whether you are in the line of sight or not. I hope you know that. When I did the elementary course in robotics, I'll file an application with you formally in a triplicate down throat here. They were in the tunnel now. Even the starlight was gone. The two hugged the walls, flash flickering out the way in intermittent burst. Powell felt for the security of his detonator. Do you know this tunnel, Mike? Not so good. It's a new one. I think I can make it out from what I saw in the display, though. Interminable minute passed, and then Mike said, Feel that. There was a slight vibration thumping the wall against the fingers of the Pavel's metal encased hand. There was no sound, naturally. Blasting. You are pretty close. Keep your eyes open, said Pavel. Donovan nodded impatiently. It was often them and gone before they could seize themselves. Just a bronze glint across the field of vision. They clung together in silence. Pavel whispered, Think it sent us? Hope not, but it's better flank them. Take the first side tunnel to the right. Suppose we miss them together? Well, what do you want to do? Go back? Donovan grunted fiercely. They are within a quarter of a mile. I was watching them throughout the beach plate, wasn't I? And you've got 2 days. Oh, shut up. You are wasting your oxygen. It is side passage here. The flash flicker. It's it. Let's go. The vibration was considerably more marked, and the ground below shuddered uneasily. This is good, said Donovan. If it doesn't give out on us, though, he flung his right ahead anxiously. They could touch the roof of the tunnel with a half outstretched hand, and the bracing had been newly placed. Donovan hesitated, dead end. Let's go back. No, hold on. Powell squeezed clumsy past. Is that right ahead? Right? I don't see any. Where could there be right down here? Robert Wright. He was scrambling up a gentle incline on hands and knees. His voice was hoarse and anxious in Donovan's ears. Hey, Mike, come on here. That was right. Donovan crawled up and over Powell's outstretched legs. An opening? Yes. They must be walking into this tunnel from the other side now, I think. Donovan felt the ragged edge of the opening that looked out into the but the cautious flashlighting showed us to a larger and obvious main stem tunnel. The hole was too small for a man to go through, almost too small for 2 men to look through simultaneously. There's nothing there, said Donovan. Well, not now, but there must have been a second ago, and we wouldn't have seen light. Watch out. The walls rolled about them, and they felt the impact. A fine dust showered down. Powell lifted a cautious head and looked again. All right, Mike. They are there. The glittering robot clustered 50 feet down the main stream. Metal arms labored mightily at the rubbish heaps brought down by the last blast. Donovan urged eagerly, don't waste time. It won't be long before they get through, and the next blast may get us. For Peter's sake, don't rush me. Powell unlimbered the detonator, and his eyes searched anxiously across the dusky background. Where the Omni light was rubber light, it was impossible to tell a projecting boulder from a shadow. There's a spot on the roof. See, almost over them. The last blast didn't quite get it. If you can get it at the base, half the roof will cave in. Powell followed the dim finger. Check. Now fasten your eye on the robots. I'm afraid they don't move too far from the part of the tunnel. They are my light sources. They all 7 there? Donovan counted. All 7. Well then, watch them. Watch every motion. His detonator is lit and remained poised while Donovan watched and cursed and blinked the sweat out of his eyes. It flashed. There was a jar, a series of hard vibrations, and then a jarring thump that threw Powell heavily against Donovan. Donovan yelled, Greg, you threw me up. It didn't see a thing. I didn't see a thing. Powell stared about wildly. Where are they? Donovan fell into a stupid silence. There was no sign of the robot. It was dark at the depths of the river Styx. Think we buried them? Quavered Donovan. Let's get down there. Don't ask me what I think. Powell crawled backward at tumbling speed. Mike. Donovan paused in the act of following. What's wrong now? Hold on. Powell's breathing was rough and irregular. Donovan's ears. Mike, Do you hear me, Mike? I'm right here. Watch it. You are blocked in. It was the ceiling coming down 50 feet away that knocked us over. It was our own ceiling. The socks tumbled it. What? Donovan scrambled up against the hard barrier. Don't want the flash. Pavel did so, and no point was there room for a rabbit to squeeze through. Donovan said softly, Well, what do you know?